Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We're starting out a fresh start here on the Scandinavian map. First thing I want to do is sell off our outdated tools here. And we're looking for fast. We're going to get the fast pickaxe, fast shovel, and the fast sledge. And we'll try to find us a spot to start setting up a base. Let's head north here. We could have bought the fast axe as well. Is there such thing as a fast axe? Or is it just the axe? Follow the ridge line. Alright, we're up above the trees. Getting a little excited there. I thought we might have had a flat spot. Getting up around the snow line here. This might be too steep to get on top of. Oh my. Top of the world, Ma. Alright, that looks like a little bit of space there. Might be a little tough. We don't have a lot of flat space. Doesn't even register it. All right. Might be making it hard on ourselves here. Let's take a look at this here. So let's go into grid mode. And our options are this direction or that direction. Let's go this direction. Now let's go into snap mode. All right. Let's do a couple ups here. I don't know if we want to do that or if we want to just, because it's going to drop quick. Let's get us some explosives here. Yeah, maybe we'll want a couple inclines here. Let's go to snap mode. There's been so many updates lately. All right. Let's get us some concrete. Let's do some polished concrete here. We're going to need another right and the left here. Apparently I didn't get as many as I needed. I needed 3, I guess. I only bought 2. I want to get a left and a right. So here's what we got so far. We'll have to do some exploding back here to get our power set up. Now that we're all merged into one, this is a setting, we can turn this off. It's a setting that I turned on. This one right here, you can turn this off. It'll just let you know if you got something uncapped, I guess. Alright, so we can bring this down a little bit, or start looking at what we're going to need. The first thing I want to do is you want to start pulling stuff out, right? So we want to pull coal out for sure. So on a coal screen, the coal is going to come out the bottom. We're going to want that. We're going to want a metal sorter. We're going to want pay dirt. So trommel pulls the pay dirt and the dirt out the back. Everything else keeps going. Again, we are going to want a metal sorter. It's going to pull out metal right away. Any straight ores. Let's start working with that here. So we can pull the pay dirt out first if we would like. We're going to want to get a little bit away from there before we do that, because it's going to pull our, as you can see now you've got two arrows. So the dirt and the pay dirt is going to come out here. We'll send it this direction. This looks like it's going to be our flat side. So that pulls it out right here. So this is going to be dirt and pay dirt. So then you got to figure out what you want to do here for that. Let's get some straights. We're going to need some storage. We're out of money, so let's pull some money from the bank here. From our company funds. All right, pull out $2 million. All right, we're going to want to go up here a little bit. let's put a couple straights here, or one straight, so we can support it. It'll make it look like it's got a little support there. Now here we want to get, there's two different kinds. There's a sluice box which keeps it all inside and then only the dirt comes out. And then there's the wash plant where everything comes through. And both of these take water. I like the one that holds it. But if you do that, now you got to be able to come here and check this. You'll have to have access to this, to check your stuff. So which one do we want? That's the question. So we're going to do I'm going to do the sluice box. I'm going to drop that in there. We're going to want to change this because we're not going to be able to get the water in there. So now we're going to do a 4. Because we're going to have to get a water pipe in here. So now we can try to put the water on the upside here. It's going to depend. It may be a little tricky. We're going to need to drop in the water pump. We're going to need a pump and a refinery. Now the water pump, it's got to work. It's got to be in the grass or the snow to work. So it'll give you the green light that when it'll work. So it's saying it's going to work if it's placed right here. Okay. The problem is it's going to be a little tight to make this turn plus put in a refinery. Because we're going to need the refinery in here. Then we're going to have to try to loop this around. It's probably going to be too tight. We're probably going to have to move it. Turns pretty tight, which is good. That's what we want. Now let's do all right, it's going to glitch into itself here. Let's go a little. Let's do a straight. my right went down here somewhere, didn't it? Yeah, it did. So, we'll have to test this when we're actually running it here, but it looks like it's good. Let's get some supports under here. You got to be careful. You don't want to block your pump up. So, I think we're good there. We'll know more when we test it. Now, we could test it by capping it off. Obviously, that's not how we're going to leave it, but we can test it like this. We got to blow this end out here. Let's go back into snap build here. Power wise, we're going to put some pretty big power on here. We want it to keep up with whatever we're dumping. So obviously the needs will change as we add to it. So we're going to just do the biggest power we can do anyway. So we're going to put the power over here somewhere. We're going to get the biggest power we can get, which I'm pretty sure is the wind. So the biggest thing we can buy, actually, is probably the coal. But we're going to get 2 of these for 3,600. And then we're going to get, if we get 3 of those, That'd be 5,400. So 18 times 3 is 5,400. We've got a pole that'll handle 5,400. And then we may have to, obviously we're going to have to bring this across. Let's go to snap build. Because we want it to snap. We also want the thing to be facing this direction. Can't see that side. Could have been a little closer. Oh, we need to buy more polished concrete. A little too close. They're going to be close. They're probably closer than they should be in real life, but again, not real life, so it's fine. It's whatever you're okay with. Let's get us some cables. So what I look for is no clippage. I was worried about that one, but we're good. We got them on this side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run probably right here. I'll probably put a 54 down here. We'll get us a couple of these. And we're going to try to put it right here. And we're going to see if we can do this and not snap through, which looks like we don't have any clippage. So we're good there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tunnel this direction. So we're going to do, we can do one here. Then we need to do one kind of like over here in this area. So you want it really on snap build when you're doing the wires. So we'll be able to have all that underneath so that when we're up here running around, all this will be protected. So if we look, let's turn the power on. We'll give us an initial test here. We're going to turn all these on because it's not going to cost us anything. And again, I'm just, you can always adjust those, but all you're really doing is trying to make sure they're not hitting. And again, you can just stack them if you want, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're okay with. So I don't know, maybe we don't need to it's not running. I was thinking maybe we didn't need a power thing there, but now it's moving. Okay. So what you want to do to clear this out, one of the subscribers told me this. If you just put a couple in there and you hit consume, it's going to clear all this out. That's why you want to cap that. We're looking here. So if you look here, we got water coming in. So we got unfiltered going in, regular water coming out. We got water coming in. This is the stuff we've already got. These lights are new. That's a recent update. I like that. And then over here, we're just going to have obviously a bunch of. If we would have had anything besides dirt or pay dirt. So in this, we should just have a bunch of dirt. This wasn't hooked. That's a little scary. I might have screwed that up. I don't think that's connected. That threw it all into our inventory, which is good. But that could have been all over the ground there. I don't think I had it hooked where I was supposed to have it hooked. Yeah, it's supposed to be there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn this off for now. Okay. And the lights are red when it's off, looks like. Which is nice. Green is running, red is off. Very nice. Alright. And the water's working correctly, so we're good there. I've got to rearrange this because I'm used to this being number 2. Little things like that is unfortunate, but it does hit you up. Okay, so this is pulling out the dirt and the pay dirt. Now we want to put another little short here, another straight. And then we'll do the coal screen next. So let's put in our straight, and then the coal screen. Coal's going to come out the bottom. So we're going to make let's just get us a couple, 4 rights and 4 lefts here. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. And I did it worse to make it even worse. Then we're going to get some more straights. And we'll get some of the 2-meter ones in case we need them later. Alright, so we're going to bring this to this side because we're going to take it near this over here. We're going to drop this down. Actually, what we're going to do is this will be a little different. So we can do this one first. We're going to sell. We're just going to sell the dirt that comes out of here. So the way we're going to do that is we're just going to get the workbench. We're just going to get the selling point. Which is this right here. It's under Quest Buildings. And we want to go back to grid build. And we want to turn it around this direction. And I missed it. Okay. And don't like that. Okay, that's fine. Now that'll sell the dirt directly. And it's a little bit in the ground, which is fine. It doesn't look abnormal. This side we can grid under it a little bit here. Make it look like it's more of like it's supposed to. Oh, I think that actually clipped, didn't it? Yeah, it's actually clipping in, but don't notice it so much on that as like you do this end. And what you can do if it's really like bothering you, you can also, well, I love it that I'm digging dirt even though I got 3,000 in my inventory. There we go. Alright, so now that'll directly sell. And what we can do, I'm assuming it might not look that great if we do it, but the chute will probably clip into it, I would imagine. Yeah. Maybe not. That doesn't look bad. Okay, we'll do that. Then we'll go ahead and put this in here. There we go. So that'll sell the dirt. Any dirt that comes out and gets pulled out will get sold. Alright, now what we want to do is we're going to have to come here and check this anyway. So I'd like to bring my coal around here over to here as well. So let's do that. Let's not do that direction. Let's do this direction. Too close. We're going to need a 2 here, which we have some. And we're going to drop in a storage. And we're going to do what we're going to do we'll be checking this and this basically at the same time. So what we're going to do is, for now, and I don't know, we'll put us a production facility over here, I think, but for now, all we're going to do, and we'll probably move them, I'm sure, but it's going to drop us some stairs in. That way we can probably, I mean, we should probably have another set of stairs here, but it's okay. Alright, so we've pulled out our coal, we've pulled out our pay dirt. Let's add another straight. Now we're going to add pull out our metal, any ore. We're going to put that in. Same type of thing. The ore itself is going to come out here. Let's go ahead and do a 4 here. And remember, it's going to need so it's one lower. Let's drop in a up here. See if that brings us up to the right level. Now if we put that on here, now we're at the same level, right? We're very close, but we're not clipping. And we just got to do the same thing. It's a little clippy here with that. It's not the end of the world, but we're going to go ahead and you'll have that on the angles. Okay. again, we'll probably rearrange all this once we get going. Alright, so we got the metal pulled out. And we're still open here. At this point, what are we really getting in here? The only thing we should be getting at this point is rock or solid rock, right? So now we're going to start the process of breaking that down. So we really don't need these two. We could use all that to keep a lot of our stuff up there. And we may need this, but we'll flip it. So what we'll for production wise, the next thing we need to really do is crush our rocks. We're going to need a cone crusher is going to do crushed rock, and the jaw crusher is going to do solid rock, blasted rock and solid rock into crushed rock. So we need both of those, and those kind of like you got to start out kind of high with those, and then they will step down. So, which means what we're going to do here. Just what we're going to do, well, or we could have did this one, is let's step it up here. Let's go up, and let's go up pretty high, maybe even two of those. But I don't want to go, well, two may be too much at once. But I want to put at least a 4 here now, because I want to put a support under here. Just to make it look like we got some support there. Okay. So now I want the jaw crusher first. Then if I do the cone crusher, you can see it steps down, and that's actually fine. It's clipping a little bit, but we can blast that. We don't want it, the higher it is, the more concrete we got to use. So we're okay with not getting super high off the ground. Oh. Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay. Now what we want to do is, this will give us gravel. Now, we can leave it all as gravel. We can leave it all as gravel. We can run some of it through a froth floater, which will, if we add water to that, which will give us extra ores, and it'll give us tailings. Yep, and we can sell also. That gives you a little bit of extra ore. Okay. You can also turn gravel into concrete by just keeping it as gravel and putting it in one of the concrete mixers. You add gravel and water to this, and you get concrete. Now, also, you can turn gravel into, I'm looking, into asphalt. You got to add oil or crude oil, and you get asphalt. So that's an update. It used to be just gravel, so they're continuing to upgrade and evolve the game, which is good. That's why we still play it, right? So I'm still on the beta version, so they keep adding stuff to it. So that's what we want. Okay. So for me, honestly, I just want gravel, because I do use a lot of concrete. And I don't think you get that much extra ores. This map, I know once we get down below, we're going to get all the ore we need. So let's do this. We're going to come right back to me. We're going to drop in a charge right here. That's fine. Oop. Just a little bit of digging will get that an acceptable level. Okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it all over here. Now I'm going to go up. Now I'm going to do my straight. Go back to my grid build. Put me a couple supports in. I'm going to go back this direction. Drop in my jaw crusher first, then my cone crusher, and I may need to go up a little bit first. So let's add us a straight. Just a 4x4 up, I think, this time around. Oh, I already had the 8x6. Crap. And then the cone crusher. Okay. Buildings, polished concrete, 100. All right. Okay. So now this is going to be concrete. And we're at the right, whoa. We're at the right height. And there's a gap here, so we should be good. The challenge is we're not lined up properly. So this really needs to be Okay. So we're going to make this. We want the jaw crusher first. Make a turn. Oop. Make a left turn. I can't read with the sky. Okay. We're going to go back up again. And we're going to do the cone crusher. Okay. No, this is worse. This is worse, but there's a way to fix it. There's a way to fix it. Let's do this. Now this. There we go. That's all I need to do the first time instead of getting crazy. It's a little zigzaggy, but okay. It's at the right level. That's fine. Let's drop this in here. Because this is where we want it to land, right? So if you look, should be perfect. Now the only difference is there is a gap here, so if you don't want that gap, all we got to do is add one little straight here. Oop, in the right turn that we need. Now we can add the storage. And now we don't have the gap. Okay. Now we just got to tighten it up here. Again, a little zigzaggy right here, but that's okay. It'll look cool on the mini map. So I don't know, vehicles. I think we're here. I don't know. It's not pulling up on the mini map, so I'm not sure. Not sure why. Might have made some updates that I'm not aware of. Alright, so let's go look at Again, we'll want to build us a way around here. So we're still not over 5,400. Which is fine. So now we should be able, now this is saying it's an open thing, but we got the sell point under it, so we're good there. I think we want that off. Again, they've made some updates, so maybe I'm not aware. That seems a little scary to me. Let's test it out. We're going to put all this dirt in there to start with. All the dirt should sell directly. That should get pulled out and sold. What we're going to do is we're going to purchase resources, right? So we're going to get some aluminum, some blasted rock, some coal, some crushed rock, some copper ore, gold ore, iron ore, lithium ore, gravel, silicon ore. I don't know if we should be getting silicon. Okay. Now we're going to put all this in there. And then we'll let that test it out. And I didn't see if our money went up, but I'm assuming it did. I wasn't watching for that. Okay. I think we want these on. I think I screwed that up because we didn't get anything. We didn't get any. I think it just disappeared right into the concrete. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, the coal got pulled out here. The ores got pulled out here, and this should be gravel. Okay. We are absolutely golden, even though I screwed up originally, but that's why you test. Make sure you're good. Now, for here, each one of these is going to be 8. So obviously we got some leftover stuff. We'll keep all that now for now. So what we want is each one of those is 8, so we need 32 of these. Oh crap. 32 dump decks. We're going to go ahead and get us some steel mesh, and we're going to get us some of these. Okay. So let's put the dump decks in first. I want to go to snap build for these. And we got to move our booty because we're standing in it. Now we're going to do back to grid build. So if we do this, there's going to be some clippage, right? So we don't want that. We don't want clippage. So what we're going to do, see this clippage. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these. One level or two levels on this side, and then we can start these and it'll kind of look like I could have probably used a lot more of these, but and then back here on this side we can Alright, now same thing with this. Now we could fill this in a little more with these, but we can just do these. Let's buy some more of these. Alright. We can drive on these. Material will not fall through there. Got a little crazy with the explosives here. Okay, so this is a start of what we got here. We can build conveyors to this. We can dump directly in this. We can do all kinds of things. We've spent almost $2 million setting up. So we're gonna, let's go ahead and withdraw another $2 million. And then we're going to get the largest loader. So this one, if you look, 62 cubic yards and 28 cubic yards. So this is the largest one that we can get at this time. It's 1.8 million. And, we will go ahead and put a GPS on it. The way you install that is inventory. Put it in one of your available slots. We are going to need to do a little more here. All right, so again, we'll try to keep it pretty level to start off with. A lot of this that we're starting with should just be regular dirt. Once we get this side cleared out a little bit, we'll level off the other side as well. All right, look like a bunch of coal here. Maybe we'll need to turn around a little sooner than I wanted to. Let's not take out our electric lines there. It'll take a little bit of terraforming just to get us a good starting spot here, but let's go take a little double check here. What we'll do is I'm going to build us a on out here, and then we'll build some stairs over to here. So it looked like we were hitting a bunch of coal already, which we got almost 5,000. We are running through some dirt, which is chinking up our money slowly. And I don't expect to hit any ore this quickly, or gravel. So, working good. Guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And that notification bell, you'll see when we drop another video. Again, this is a fresh start on the Scandinavian map here. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I am out of here.